He left college last June, so he sort of had a period of unemployment between sort of June and September, October time. He did have a part-time temporary position at another supermarket, but unfortunately that didn't lead on to a full-time position, and that was just on a Saturday. So he's been unemployed since then, but say at college right up until the June of last year. To say, it gave us a lot of sleepless nights, mainly just worrying about how he would be accepted by other people, whether they would make allowances for his learning disabilities, and just basically how he would cope in the world of work, because it's vastly different obviously from being at school or college environment.
Since Christmas, I was here before Christmas as a temporary, and they kept me on for doing so well. I go and collect the trolleys out in the car park, and I bring them back and put them with the other ones. I do small ones and the big ones.
It's my job to oversee the recruitment side, so I have people that will do the interviews, etc. And then I'll oversee who actually comes into the store, what hours they do, what role they're going to do, and whether they're fit to do that role or not.
Stephen joined us just before Christmas as a 10, and it's very much treating him the same as any other colleague, but showing a bit of concern and making sure we're aware of any problems that he might have.
I like meeting the customers, I like working outside, I like the people who I work with, David, Mark, Adrian. They're really nice people.
It's fantastic for the colleagues that come and work for us. It's great, personally speaking, as an employer, because I can see in Stephen's case just how happy it makes him to be here, to have a job, and it's just fantastic.
Couldn't get me a better job really, and I really like Sainsbury's working here. They've done really well to even get me the Christmas job really, and I'm glad they took me on to do it full time.
There may be some additional support required when it comes to training sides. We've got quite a hefty 2-day induction that all our colleagues need to go through to make sure they cover all the health and safety side, fire safety, just making sure they look after themselves and other colleagues in the store. So the additional support that we might provide, if it's required, is just to double check with those colleagues, just to check that they've understood everything that we're trying to teach them, and if they do need additional support, then we'll do one-to-one training sessions with them if they've not understood the group training session, for example.
We were so pleased that he's found something that actually fits in with what he is able to do. I think that is one of the biggest fears, is finding it's very, very limited, the actual employment that they can go into. So to find something that actually fits him and us as well, and everything sort of worked out really well, is we were so pleased about that. But that was one of the biggest fears, is finding something suitable for them that fits their level of capability.
Oh, it's changed so much. I mean, I'm doing something all day. I've got to pay my own money. Like, my mum and dad have stopped giving me money because I get my own now. Just changed because I feel more independent.
I think the only impact it has on our customers is that they can see that we do look at equal opportunities. They can see that we do employ colleagues with learning difficulties, and I think that's only a positive perception of the company and what we're trying to do as well.
Certainly, this is, getting full-time employment has been, an absolutely fantastic boost for him. I think he was getting a little bit despondent before that maybe he wasn't going to find anything, because I don't think he realised how limited, the choice was going to be. And I think, having that period of unemployment actually helped in a way, because it did make him see, the reality of the workplace and life in general. And I think it really helped. But I mean, yes, his confidence. It's given him a reason to get up in the mornings. It's given him a purpose in life, which is fantastic. Yeah, we contacted EmployAbility a little while ago. Stephen actually had a referral from his college to EmployAbility. Obviously, I mean, their waiting lists are quite long, so, you know, it meant a little bit of a wait, but we felt it was something worth waiting for because the support that we knew they would hopefully be able to give us is what was lacking, really, after they leave full-time education. So, I mean, they offered us a lot of support, and they also offered us a lot of encouragement and a lot of positivity in the fact that Stephen would find a job. You know, there was no he won't, you know, or it'd be very difficult. We knew it might take a little while, but they were always very positive, you know, that we would find him something eventually. And obviously, he was lucky enough that it was sooner rather than later with him. But we were always of the opinion with the EmployAbility support that we would get there eventually. And that was the confidence that they gave us.
There was probably the first week, actually, we put him with another colleague all the time. So he was with David, and then he was with Mark, both of which have slight difficulties. Excellent trolley people. They've been here for years before I came, and they do an excellent job out there. So he's had some good people to teach him. Definitely, I can't really see any reason why you wouldn't. If somebody's capable of doing a job, then why not give it to them? As I say, Stephen came as a temp for Christmas to help us out over Christmas, and I was really keen that we kept him. He's proved himself. He's now doing the same job as the rest of the lads. He's very, very reliable, possibly more reliable than some of my other colleagues. And that goes for my physically disabled colleagues as well. If anything, they probably have a better absence record than some of my fitter colleagues. And there's absolutely no reason why you can't employ them.
You just got to trust, like, yourselves. Like, it's very hard looking for a job, so you just got to keep looking on the internet, the newspaper, go to the job centres. But if you like hook up with yourselves, they can go and see. I saw Carolyn, who's very nice, and she helped me. People go with you to the job, so really good.